So in this video, we are going to learn how to add students to ThriveCart Learn from WooCommerce orders. Let's say you have created a course in ThriveCart Learn Plus and you have created an e-commerce store using WooCommerce, and using that you are selling that course. Now you want that whenever a customer makes the purchase of the course in WooCommerce, you want to add that same customer as a student in ThriveCart Learn. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. And in this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new sale of the course in WooCommerce, automatically the same customer will be added as a student in ThriveCart Learn Plus. Now, if you want to know how you can set up this kind of automation, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my WooCommerce store. And in my WooCommerce store, I'm selling a course named as PHP Course for Beginners. Now I want that whenever a customer makes a purchase, whenever a customer buys this specific course from a WooCommerce store, I want to add that exact same customer as a student in ThriveCart Learn Plus. So using ThriveCart Learn Plus, I have created this complete course over here, Basics of PHP, and I want to add that same customer who made the purchase on WooCommerce as a student in this course in ThriveCart Learn. Now to do this, we have to connect our WooCommerce store with ThriveCart Learn Plus. And we are going to use an automation and integration platform called Pabbly Connect to do so. So here you can see we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. After coming to this dashboard, we have to create an automation workflow between WooCommerce and ThriveCart in Pabbly Connect. And to do so, click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. So I'll name my workflow as WooCommerce to ThriveCart Learn Plus. Then select the folder of your Pabbly Connect account in which you want to create this automation and click on Create. Now as we click on Create, we will see the automation workflow will be open in front of us inside Pabbly Connect. And in this automation, you can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we are going to connect our WooCommerce store, our WooCommerce account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. So that whenever any customer will make the purchase in our WooCommerce store, automatically the details of that new purchase, the details of that new order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to send the details of that same customer to ThriveCart Learn Plus. And we are going to add that same customer who made the purchase of the course in WooCommerce as a student in ThriveCart Learn. So let's see how it is done. Starting from a trigger window, in Choose App, search for WooCommerce and select it. After selecting WooCommerce in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New Order Created. Then after selecting the trigger event, Pabbly Connect will give us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect. So we have to add this webhook URL in our WooCommerce account. And to do this, we just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Just copy the webhook URL from here and go to your WordPress account where you have added your WooCommerce account or your WooCommerce store. After coming here, just go to WooCommerce settings. And after coming to the settings page, go to this Advanced tab. Under Advanced tab, you can see this option of webhooks. Just click on it. And then here you can see a list of all the webhooks which I have added in my WooCommerce account. Click on this Add Webhook button and then give this webhook a name. Let's say I want to name my webhook as Pabbly Connect. So I'll just enter this name over here. After naming our webhook URL, here it is asking us for the status. The status is by default selected as disabled. From the drop-down, we are going to change it to active. Then it is asking us for the topic. And here under topic in the drop-down, you can see a list of different events over here. Out of all of this, we are going to select the topic as order created. So we are telling this setting, we are telling WooCommerce that whenever an order is created, send the details of that new order to the webhook URL. Then it is asking us delivery URL. Now here in delivery URL, we have to enter the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. After entering the delivery URL, just don't make any changes in secret and API version and click on Save Webhook. Now when we click on Save Webhook, we will see our webhook URL will be added in our WooCommerce store. So the webhook is updated successfully. Now, every time we are going to receive any order in our WooCommerce account, automatically the details of that same order, the details of the same customer who made the purchase from our WooCommerce store will be received inside Pabbly Connect. Now here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, click on this recapture webhook response button. And you can see it has now changed to waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details of a new order from WooCommerce. So let's make it. We are going to visit our WooCommerce store, and for the same course, we are going to place an order over here. Click on this add to cart button, and then I'll just go to checkout, proceed to checkout. So we are going to place the order. Now here at the checkout page, we are going to enter the details of a customer. So name of the customer is test customer. This is the name, this is the country or company. Then we have the address over here, some dummy address. We have a dummy phone number, and also we have a dummy email address of the customer. After entering these details, let's click on place order. And as we click on place order, we will see just now we have placed a test order, a dummy order for the same course on our WooCommerce store. Now, after placing this order, because we have connected our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger step, within few seconds, we are going to receive some response of the same order. And yes, within few seconds here you can see we have received some response. And in this response, you will see the details of the exact same order, exact same test order which we have placed just now. Here you can see that same total amount for which we have placed the order. The total amount was 10,000 rupees over here, as you can see. Then after that, we will scroll down and you can see some other details. Here you can see the name of the product, that which product we have ordered. Then we'll scroll down further. And then here you can see the details of the customer. The name of the customer is test customer over here. This is the country is India. We have the same company name. We have the same address of the customer which they have entered at the checkout page. We will scroll down, we can see the payment details, payment method. We will scroll down further and you will see all the other details as well. That's the customer mobile number, email. Here once again we have this product name. We'll scroll down further. And then here you can see the details related to checkout. We have the mobile number and also the email address of the customer who placed the order. This means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. And now using this connection, whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically the details of that new order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And this automation workflow will trigger. But using this connection, we will be getting the details of each and every order which we are receiving in WooCommerce. But we want the customers who only paid for this PHP course, who only paid for the course which we are selling via ThriveCart, we want to add only those customers as student in our ThriveCart account. But using this trigger, using this connection, we will be getting the details of all the orders related to other products as well. So what we can do, we can add a filter condition in this automation workflow. And we are going to add a filter condition on the product name in such a way that if we have received the order for this particular product over here, this PHP course which we are selling through ThriveCart Learn, only in that case, we are going to add that customer as a student in ThriveCart Learn. If the customer is purchasing some other order, in that case, we are not going to add that particular customer as a student in ThriveCart Learn. So to add it, we have to use a feature, a module of Pabbly Connect called filter. So to use filter, we will just scroll down and come to this action step over here. And here in choose app, select filter by Pabbly. Just select it. After selecting filter by Pabbly, in action event from the drop down, select filter values and click on connect. Now as you click on connect, the first thing it asks us is to select the label. That on which particular label, on which particular response of order details from WooCommerce, we want to add the filter condition. So we are going to add a filter condition on the response of this line item 0 name. And we are going to make sure that if this response is equals to the name of the course, the name of the product for which we are adding the users, we are adding the customer in ThriveCart, then only in that case, the customer who are making the product for this particular course, only those customers will be added as a student in ThriveCart. So we are going to select line item 0 name as the label. So here in the filter step, in here select label from this drop down, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from WooCommerce of a new order. Out of all of these responses, we are going to search for the response of the product name over here. Just scroll. And then here you can see line item 0 name. We have the response of the product name. Just select it in label. After selecting the label, the filter type will be equals to and the value will be the exact same name of the course, exact same name of the product which we had in WooCommerce. And after adding this value, after adding the product name over here, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here it is showing us that the condition is true. This means if the customer who is making the purchase on WooCommerce order, if that customer is making the payment for this particular course, only in that case using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to add that customer as a student in ThriveCart Learn. If the customer is purchasing some other product other than this particular course, in that case, we are not going to add that customer as a student in ThriveCart Learn. Now, after adding this filter condition, let's move to the final step and let's add the customer who made the payment, who made the purchase as a student in ThriveCart Learn. For that, just click on this add action step button over here. And then here in choose app, we have to search for ThriveCart Learn. Just select it, ThriveCart Learn Plus. After selecting it, in action event from the drop down, select create new student action event. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our ThriveCart Learn Plus account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API token of our ThriveCart account. Now you must be thinking how we are going to get this API token. So to get it, just go to your ThriveCart account. From the right top corner, go to this drop down and go to settings. After coming to settings, just scroll down and click on API and webhooks and go to API key over here. Click on view settings. Now here you can see a list of all the API keys I have generated. Right now I have only one key named as test. And to create a new API key in your ThriveCart account, click on this create API key button. Give this API key a name. Let's say I'll name it as WooCommerce. And then just click on create API key. Now here you can see a new API key is created in my ThriveCart account. Just copy the API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after pasting it, just click on save. Now when we click on save, we will see our ThriveCart Learn Plus account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the email address. That what is the email address of the person, of the student to whom we want to add as a student in ThriveCart. Now here we want to add the customer who made the payment, who made the purchase on WooCommerce as a student in ThriveCart. And we have received the email address, the details of the customer who made the payment from WooCommerce in the trigger step. So here in trigger step responses, you can see we have received the response of the customer email over here. So what we are going to do, from the trigger step responses which we have received from WooCommerce, we are going to map this response of customer email, of this billing email, to this ThriveCart Learn Plus action step. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field of email address and here in the drop down, you can see a list of all the responses from previous two steps, from WooCommerce triggers and from the filter by Pabbly step as well. So from this drop down, from WooCommerce trigger responses, we are going to search for the response of email and where we are going to just select it and it will be mapped. In this way, whatever email address the customer is going to enter while making the purchase in WooCommerce, the same email will be received inside Pabbly Connect, and using Pabbly Connect, we are going to add that same email. We are going to add that user, the student with the same email address in our ThriveCart Learn Plus account. Now, after mapping the email address, it is asking us for the course ID. That in your ThriveCart Learn Plus account, you might have created multiple courses. That in which particular course we want to add this user as a student. So to get the course ID, we just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Just go to your ThriveCart account and then go to this Learn section. After coming to the Learn section, just go to your course and click on this Edit button. Like I want to add the students in this Basics of PHP course. Just click on the Edit button. And after clicking on Edit, here in the URL section, after Edit / you can see this ID. This is your ThriveCart Learn course ID. Just copy this course ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. In this way, just open the course in your ThriveCart Learn Plus account, and after opening the course in edit mode, from the URL section, you can get the course ID. After adding the course ID, it is asking us for the name. That what is the name of the student to whom we want to add. So we have received the name of the student, name of the customer from WooCommerce responses. So we are going to use the same process of mapping once again. Just click here and from the drop down from WooCommerce responses, select the response of the name of the person, just search for it and map it over here. Let's map the first name, then add a space, and from the drop down, select and map the last name as well. Then it is asking us tags and order ID. Now, if you want to particularly add this purchase, add this enrollment of the student to a specific order, you can enter the ThriveCart order ID over here. But right now, I don't have the order ID, so we can just keep this field blank. And also, if you want, you can add some tags to this student as well. Like if you want to add some tags related to WooCommerce or course or automation, you can do that. So in this way, in these two fields, you can add the tags which you want to add with the student and also the order ID that related to which order the student is created. Then it is asking us purchase type, and in the drop down you can see we have different options: product, bump, upsell and downsell. Now because we are not selling this course, we are not getting the purchases directly from our ThriveCart platform. That's why I'm going to select the purchase type as none, because we are getting the sale from our WooCommerce store. And because the purchase type is none, that's why the purchase ID is also going to be blank, because we don't have a unique purchase ID of ThriveCart over here to be given. So here, all of these fields are not mandatory or not required. So if you want, you can enter the details as per your choice, or you can keep this field as blank as well. At last, it is asking us email notification, that do you want to send email notification for this enrollment to the users? So yes, I do want to send the email notification. So I'm selecting yes from this drop down. And after selecting all the options and mapping all the required details, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you can see we have received the response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the customer who made the payment, who made the purchase of our course on our WooCommerce store, the same customer is now added as a student in the course in our ThriveCart Learn Plus account. So let's check it. We'll go to ThriveCart. We'll just go to the student section of this course. Go to My Students. And yes, here you can see test customer, the same person, the same customer who made the purchase of this course on our WooCommerce store. The same customer is now added as a student in our ThriveCart Learn Plus account. Here you can see the same name and also the same email address of this customer. We'll go to a view profile option, and in view profile you can see this student is added in the same course whose course ID we have added in our Pabbly Connect action step. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. Now after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. I'll go back to my WooCommerce store, and with the details of a new customer, I'm going to make another purchase for the same course on my WooCommerce account. So we were having this course over here, PHP course. So this is the course. Let's add this course to cart. And then just proceed to checkout. This time, we are going to enter the details of a new customer. For example, the name of the customer is dummy customer. The company is same, the address is same. For example, we are not using address. Let me change the mobile number over here. And then I'm going to also change the email address. So the email address is dummycustomer@pabblytudes.com. So dummy customer is making the purchase of the course on our WooCommerce store with this email address. Let's click on place order. And as we click on place order, just now this customer, this user has made the purchase for the PHP course on my WooCommerce store. Now, as this customer makes the purchase, we will see automatically within few seconds, the same customer will be added as a student in our ThriveCart Learn Plus account. So we'll go to a ThriveCart account and we'll go back to the student page. And we will just refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see dummy customer, the same person is automatically added over here as a student in our ThriveCart Learn Plus account. Here you can see the same name and also the same email address. And the customer is been added to the same course basics of PHP. This means the automation workflow which we have created, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can email us at support@pabbly.com or post it on our forum over here. Or you can write us in the comment box below too. If you want to check out the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. And if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Pabbly. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.